more can I say?
Top Billin. Yo, Top Billin. Man, Top Billin, I'm telling you, I'm absolutely loving this Dolphins coverage. That's why I keep going back to it. I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I have a legitimate affinity for the team. Or maybe it's just because, man, it's just something different and it feels at home to your boy right here, loving the state of Florida and having mad love for people in that state. And Miami being kind of like a East Coast city in the South. So it's right up my alley, man. And the team is doing big things and the GM absolutely killing it. None more so than in this particular draft where they traded back and then traded back up, accumulated some picks, just like I've been suggesting for some other teams. And, man, they are in position to just do whatever and have it come out to be tremendous. So I've already gone through the Kyle Pitts thing. That will be my number one choice for that number 6 pick right there. The guy is incredible. There's nothing else I could say more than that because the last couple of years, if you've been following the channel, you already know how I feel about Kyle Pitts. He is the man. Now, moving past that, right, we got to talk about this. The lame-ass Atlanta Falcons, right, from right here in Georgia. The lame-ass Atlanta Falcons always messing some shit up. Goofy-ass fan base that I cannot absolutely stand, at least the majority of it. I'm not going to lie, there's a good pocket of Atlanta Falcons fans that I have a great time talking to or whatever like that. But the majority of them, man, is just like, oh, man. Like, think about this. Covering that particular team right here on the channel. It no matter what I did, I could be talking about gardening, and people will come in there and be like, Matt Ryan sucks, man. He can't garden. I bet his garden sucks. He doesn't have a strong arm. We need a dual threat quarterback with a strong arm. So I'm like, okay. So much so that I'm like, you know what, man? I don't need to do the Falcons anymore. I want to have my sanity, right? They're talking about this former MVP quarterback, all this and that or whatever like that. I'm like, you know what? I can do better all by myself if that's the case. So these guys end up getting the number 4 pick overall, various quarterbacks that fit exactly what that fan base has been talking about. And guess what? Prisoners of the moment. They have Trey Lance or Justin Fields they're going to have to be able to choose from. One of them will be there, and one of them fits exactly what they want in a quarterback and what they've been striving to have in a quarterback for like 10 years. Like, no joke, like 10 years. People that hate Matt Ryan and everything like that. And guess what? Prisoners of the moment, they see the Kyle Pitts pro day. Now it's like, oh, I have a Kyle Pitts. They need Kyle Pitts. We get him with Matt Ryan and this and that. And it's like, come on, you know what the deal's going to be. The minute Matt Ryan throws an interception, they lose a game, they're going to hate Matt Ryan still. And they're going to wish they would have gotten Trey Lance or something like that. But guess what? Miami Dolphins don't have them problems. Your man, the Samoan sniper, Tua Tagovailoa, is going to ball out next season. You surround him with weapons, which they are doing, right? They got the guy Will Fuller. You know what Will Fuller's about. Think about this. You want to construct your NFL team, your wide receiver core, like a basketball team. You want to have guys that complement each other. Now, if they say the Falcons go at number 4 and take Kyle Pitts, say the Bengals counter that, take Jamar Chase, which would be a great pick for the Dolphins as well. And the Dolphins just absolutely have to have a weapon for Tua Tagovailoa. You got a couple of different ways you can go from there, right? First of all, you got to protect him, man. If they were to go Penei Sewell right there, I'd be cool with it. I'm not a big Penei Sewell guy over the rest of the offensive linemen. I've said that, and I will go into that in a content item sometime in the near future. I don't think he's that much better than any other lineman. I have some linemen I think that are just as good as him. So, to me, you can get one of those guys at 18. Remember, they had an 18th pick as well, and the 36th picks. 3 picks in the top 36 for a team that was pretty good, that has a dope-ass defense with a lot of defensive talent, just needs to get the offense under snuff. 2 picks. Devontae Smith, he will be great. I love Devontae Smith. When all these wide receivers were there and people were talking about Jerry Jeudy, I was the one who kept telling everybody, Devontae Smith, I think, is better than Jerry Jeudy. Now, at least he proved it at the college level to me, right? No, get me wrong. Jerry Jeudy was the man, was a Biletnikoff Award winner as well. I think Smith is just a better natural football player, a natural catcher of the ball. Jerry Jeudy is very fancy, and people love that, but people have caught on now, and this man just won the Heisman along with a myriad of other awards. So now people are prisoners of the moment. I also said that I thought that Jamar Chase and Devontae Smith were each other's equal. I did this in my face-off series before the season started. People thought I was bananas. How can you say that about the Biletnikoff Award winner Jamar Chase? How is Devontae Smith on his level? I'm like, wait, what? I was like, are you guys watching this shit? These guys are each other's equal. I would be good with Smith or Chase if I were the Dolphins, but guess what? If you're constructing the basketball-like wide receiver core where you have everything, Jaylen Waddle is the best fit, and I'm not so sure Jaylen Waddle is better than both of those guys straight up anyway, especially if we're talking about the NFL level. This isn't college anymore, so projecting this to the NFL with his inside and out ability, which I will show here on the film study, he fits the Dolphins to a T. He's what Jakeem Grant, or what people thought Jakeem Grant was eventually going to be. Jaylen Waddle is that. When everybody was there with all four receivers, you had to say that he had the most talent from what he could do within the framework of an offense, and of course on special teams where he's one of the best punt kick returners that you will see, period. So with that being said, Will Fuller getting the ball downfield, he's going to force everybody to have to really try to play the too high coverage. You constantly sending him on vertical routes, making sure he's not going in the inside. Come on, man. This guy's made of glass and styrofoam, right? He's made of styroglass. You can't get this guy hurt. You want to send him vertically, keep him clean and everything like that. You got another guy over there in Devontae Parker who's just a big physical freak himself. I think of him as more of a B-type receiver, a complimentary receiver. But he's obviously a guy that can get you 1,000 yards or close to it, win your 50-50 matchups and everything like that. You don't really want to put another outside receiver there. You can't play Will Fuller on the outside. Devontae Parker is an outside receiver as well. I'm sorry, you can't play Will Fuller on the inside. You will be stifling what you got this guy and what he does best. He's the modern-day Deshaun Jackson. He just can't stay healthy. You play him on the outside, Devontae Parker on the inside. You need somebody who complements that. Not to mention you have Mike Gesicki as well working on the inside at tight end. Jaylen Waddle, he can play inside and be just as impactful. He's an outside receiver who can play on the inside and be just as impactful as he is on the outside. He is that damn good. I'm telling you. There was this guy that was on the channel here. I'll put up his quote right here. This is reason really why I'm doing this particular. I have to wake people up and remind them. This is a team that I covered. I understand the fabric of this team. Jaylen Waddle at one particular point in time was thought to be the best out of all those four receivers. You can't tell nobody anything. He's better than Ruggs, Smith, and Judy. Ruggs I'm never really that high on, but the other two definitely very good. Jaylen Waddle, you can say, is more talented than those guys. And it's not because he has a 4.2 speed. He has legit 4.2 speed. You saw how fast Henry Ruggs was? They ran together step for step, barely lost in a race to your man Henry Ruggs. He has legitimate 4.2 speed, not these fake-ass pro day times that you'll see. Jamar Chase, I love the guy to death. He's not a 4.3 guy. He would have run a 4.45 at a combine, which is great for his skill set because he's a go up and get it right off the top shelf, muscle you out type guy. Guess who else is that? Jaylen Waddle. That's what he specializes in as well, right? He can route you up. He's faster than you. He's quicker than you, right? It's one thing to be quick and then you don't have top end speed. It's another thing to be fast and you're not quick. He's both. He's scary. You don't want to line up across from that dude, man. And he can run routes and his hands are phenomenal, but he can get it off the top shelf. He is the next Steve Smith. That's Steve Smith Sr., he is this reincarnated. He is that reincarnated, the type of special teams prowess that Steve Smith had at one particular point in time in his career. Jaylen Waddle has that. The type of explosiveness, hands, the demeanor. This guy from this comment section right here said that he thought that Jaylen Waddle was a beta or some shit like that. And like your man Jamar Chase was an alpha. You got to be. You what? How, Sway? This man is Steve Smith. Every single play, he's trying to kill you. Every single play, he's going to let you know about it. He's one of them dudes out there, you're going to want to fight him straight up because he's going to beat you and he's going to look at you. He's going to be doing all this just like Steve Smith, pumping himself up and everything. This dude is that. I'm telling you, man. As a matter of fact, man, let's go ahead and get into it, man. I can't wait. Working directly on the stitches here, running a seam route. Now, this ball is underthrown. So people want to talk about him being just 4.2 speed, or at least that dude wants to talk about him just being 4.2 speed and nothing else. No. He's essentially whatever you think Jamar Chase is, he is that in a more explosive version. Maybe a couple of inches shorter, but stout enough. Still working around 185 to 190 pounds, and the guy's rocked up like you wouldn't believe. Pause. And you can see it. He can go get it off the top shelf with anybody. There's nothing this guy can't do. Check this out right here. Work the stitches. Look at the separation. Oh my God. First of all, look at the catch. Actually, look at the catch second. But look at the separation on the seam route. My man's already on a vertical bell. Off man coverage right there. He closes the cushion, stays right on the stitches. Look at the separation right there. All Mac Jones had to do was lead him here. He didn't even have to do this, but he's able to anticipate. Look at him anticipate this ball being underthrown. He's like, you know what? I'm going to attack it. And goes up and gets it over the dude. That type of shit translates no matter what you think. Look at it from this particular angle here. Mac under a little bit of pressure there. Come on, man. Beta? What the? Beta? Come on, man. What we talking about here? This man skying up over people. Strong hands. This kid is phenomenal, man. I don't give a damn what you say. Don't get me wrong. Like I said before, Miami Dolphins are winning no matter how it goes. Penei Sewell, Jamar Chase, Jaylen Waddle, Devontae Smith. I'm good with all of them. My preference would be, if it's not Kyle Pitts, I would want this dude right here to complement the other receivers. Let's keep going. And another one right here, 3-man route combination. You got my boy John Mechie right here. Man, get well soon, kid. Got him running the over route. Got a post route right here by your boy, the Houston Rocket, Jaylen Waddle. You got Devontae Smith right here doing his thing. My man, I call him Thin Diesel. He right there on a dig route. So look at this. Look at the coverage right here. It's going to be a bracketed coverage just for the simple fact that it's going to have man coverage on this man. Then you're going to have a post safety. You never run a post into a post safety, but he's able to do it because he's tough as shit and it don't matter. Man, calling this dude beta. What? Look at this. Look at this. Split the defenders. Oh, he knew he was going to take a big hit. And what does he do? He the first man up. Talking. Steve Smithton. Come on, man. Ice up, son. One more time, full speed on that. That's hard. Look at that. Nobody wants to press this dude's off-band coverage, and he's continuously running by people. He's making it look too damn easy. Can you imagine this dude? Like, come on, man. Back to the basket, play action fake. Mac launches that bad boy. Look at this. You have to have, look at the hit that he took. Come on, man. Boom. Look, he takes a hit like that, man. That be them dudes that be super tough, like straight up. You want to be talking about these dudes because you think they smaller. Like, he's not smaller first and foremost. He's shorter. But he's rocked up, and he's extremely tough, and he's got that dog in him. He's playing with that dog and that chip on his shoulder like Steve Smith Sr., and he be the dudes be one of the toughest on the field. He's the toughest guy on your team no matter who's on your team. You got these big dudes like Justin Fields. He got everybody thinking he had broken ribs and shit like that. He get hit in the Clemson game. He's like, and it's a fucking hip pointer. This dude just took a goddamn shots in the rib and jump up like what? Like, come on, man. Not to get on Justin Fields or anything, but I'm just saying, you can't judge a book by its cover, man. Big things come in small packages. Holla. Pause. Y'all remember that for that 50 Cent skit about Ja Rule? The ability to achieve yak yards after the catch. Who's going to be better than this guy? Remember, he's one of the best returners. Look at this. Look at this. Come on. He muscle relaxed this man's soul out of his system. One more time from that angle right there. You're going to be able to create with this guy just on something like this, right? Jakeem Grant can do this type of stuff too, but he can't do the other stuff within the framework of the offense. Look at this muscle relaxer. Broke him. Oh, my God. Muscle relax that man to sleep. First and foremost, make the first guy miss. Safety coming down here. Yeah, not even close. Doesn't even get close to him. Look at the eyes in the back of his head and the ability to anticipate. Muscle relaxes this dude. Muscle relaxed him. Made him fertilize himself. Look at that. He's skidding all on the ground and shit. Like his skid marks all in his drawers. Come on, man. They're going to have to steam that man's drawers, bro. That was bad. Georgia up here in cover 6. You're going to have Devontae Smith motion out here. That'll leave Waddle here on the outside. He's going to be running a bang 8, right? Running a skinny post, going against Tyson Campbell here, who is a very talented cornerback. He was getting first-round coverage or first-round buzz up until Jaylen Waddle got a hold of his ass, and that was pretty much it right there. Check this out right here. Beating this quarter half on this particular coverage here makes Tyson Campbell blow a tire. Oh! Even Tyson Campbell running with his 4.3 speed, a legitimate 4.3 speed. He was another track guy. 4.3 speed. He couldn't keep up. He had to blow a tire because he panicked. Look at that. Oh, blew a damn tire. Come on. Look at the transition right here. Put him on the outside. It don't matter. Inside, out. He's going to get you explosive touchdowns and explosive plays. Come on, man. The Samoan sniper couldn't use a Jaylen Waddle playing with Will Fuller and Devontae Parker and Mike Gesicki. What about routing someone up in the quick game? Of course you know he can do that. He's a short area agility master. Speed out right here from the slot. Look at the separation anxiety. My man right here is going to need a pacifier after this real quick. Look at that. That's too easy for people. Look at Mac Jones. Look at the space. Look at the social distancing on the speed out right here. Great throw by Jones there to hit him. But, man, come on. Look how much he gave him. The Christian Tutt, he getting turned out. Look at that. That's crazy. What we doing here, man? This guy, at all facets of the game, he will excel in. The long game, of course, we know he can do. Quick game, he's a master at. And, shit, he's mid-range, of course, we see with the digs and the posts and everything as well. But come on, man. You know what he also can do. Return kicks with the best of them. What they call it? A 5-tool player like in baseball? He's that. He's that. These other guys aren't giving you this. Look at that. Ooh. Come on. You know we got to go back to that muscle. Ooh. Come on, man. They're not even getting a hand on him. He's outrunning the angles. You can forget about it. You can absolutely forget about it. One more time on this one here. I want to see that muscle relaxer in short space. Getting that punt return right. Oh, broke down in space. This is what Christian Tutt again. He's having a bad game. Breaking down in space. Look at him. Freeze him. Look, he couldn't even get his hands out. He couldn't even get his hands out, right? He's like, fuck it, I'm start breakdancing. So he gets the beginning of the breakdance where you about to spin on your head. He's like, man, I'll do something other than try to tackle this dude. Makes the kicker miss. And that's it. And my man D Hill there. D Hill has some speed, and even he couldn't mess with it. I'm telling you, man. Here back in the slot. Man, imagine if, a guy like Tua would have a guy like Jaylen Waddle. What could he do with that? Oh, wait. He did have Jaylen Waddle. Look at Tua right here, man. Tua can't push the ball down the field, Cletus. He has a noodle arm. Come on, man. Noodle arm. Jaylen Waddle had his best season with Tua. Directing traffic right there like a point guard out there, man. Come on, man. Like Jason Williams. White chocolate himself out there distributing that rock the legal way. So if you saw that guy's particular comment, he said something about Chase being a beast because he came and was a beast at his pro day or whatever, and Jaylen Waddle didn't play. And what? Jaylen Waddle played. He got injured. But when he was playing before that injury in the Tennessee game, he had 28 receptions. He already had 591 yards, a 21.1 average, 4 touchdowns. Imagine what he was going to do the rest of that season had that have been kept up. That probably would have been his Heisman if you're being accurate about the situation, or at least they'd have probably canceled each other out. He was having a crazy start to the season. Check this out right here. 100-yard game in every game, obviously in the 4 games that he was able to play in. And then, of course, he came back in Ohio State game and he wasn't himself, limping and hobbling around there, and still was able to catch a few passes showing his toughness. But come on, you want to start to the season right there? Listen, he was getting it better than Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith was balling, no doubt about that. He had a couple of 100-yard games in the games that Jaylen Waddle were there, but you see they were neck and neck right there. So, man, it is what it is. Let me know, man, what you think about your boy Jaylen Waddle playing with the Samoan sniper with Devontae Parker and Will Fuller, how he fits there. Could slide right in the slot. Mike Gesicki working with that 11 personnel. And, of course, he can return some kicks for you as well. But it's just the fact that, man, he can do it at all facets of the game and all phases of receiving. Quick game work, Get your long ball. He can get it off the top shelf, strong hands. He's going to fire everybody up on that team. He's going to play with that dog in him. Miami Dolphins football, baby. Let me know what you think about that. Well, let me know what you think about supporting quality content as well. Support or shout out to people who have been doing that, man. Quite a few people showing love, supporting, right? Make sure you do that, man. You don't never know, man. Some of these NFL people with these goofy-ass copyright claims, man, they be coming through trying to steal money and everything. So support your content creator because I'm the best doing it right here. It's your boy Murph, the Underground King, loving this Miami Dolphins content. Let me know what you think about Waddle. And like I said before, they're winning no matter what. If they get Chase, Pitts, Sewell, or Devontae Smith, but Jaylen Waddle will be my choice if Pitts isn't gone. Then you can double back on 18 and get yourself an Alex Leatherwood. Double up right there. There's your guy. And then at 36, you can get yourself a running back. That's value right there. And I think that will be cool. All right. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.